Here with Coach Kane Ballard of the Greenville Devils. Coach, I appreciate you doing the rewind with us this week. We're going to talk about the Greenville West Green game. Greenville won 55-0. We want to do a little rewind and talk about what went on. Can we start off by maybe rewinding back a little farther than usual and talk about the week of practice before the game? You know, what you stressed to your team after the Alcoa game, and your mindset on some of the roster moves that you made. Can we start with that?
Sure. It was obviously a tough week. You know, we were embarrassed at Alcoa, or at least I hope we were, and I think we were, as players and our staff, everybody involved with that. And that's not who we are, the way we played down there. And you know, we came home and had to regroup, and it was a very physical, tough week of practice. But I think it got our guys' attention, to say the least. You know, we had, again, very, very physical all week, even on Thursday, in full pads and full contact. And before the game, some one-on-one stuff, and you know, just bringing a lot of excitement and trying to get our energy back. And you know, I think it worked well for us.
Sure. And on some of the roster moves, some of the little tweaks in the roster, can you tell me the mindset on why we made some of those moves?
Well, you know, I just thought it was time to shake some things up.
Okay.
You know, and we've been battling the decision with our quarterback for a couple of weeks, and you know, we decided to go with Zach last week, and he obviously performed well. Nothing against Tanner. Tanner's a great football player. He's been a great football player for us for several years around here, and you know, that's probably been the biggest decision that I've had to make as a head football coach here. Still not sure it's the right one.
Sure.
You know, and we won't know for several weeks. But Tanner's had a great week of practice for us this week, and you're going to see him back in there making plays for us real soon.
Great. Let's pivot to the game itself and some of the play of some of your players. I guess I could easily say that that physical nature in the week before worked, because that team came out, for lack of a better term, salty on defense. You guys were aggressive. Can we talk about some of the play of your lineman Jake Sell? What did he give you on Friday night?
Well, Jake Sell gave us what he always does. You know, he's a worker. He works hard in the weight room for us, and hard on the practice field. He was our defensive player of the week last week.
Okay.
Just a hard-nosed football player, and giving us everything he has. You may see Jake on the offensive line soon. You know, we're still looking to make some changes, and he's one of those guys that can step over on the offensive side and help us. But he had a great game last Friday night. Excellent,
excellent. And I guess Quan Wilson has been a rock for you. He seems like he's been really consistent all year long. What did he give you Friday night that stood out?
Consistent's a great word with Quan. You know, as soon as he walked through the doors here, he hit the ground running and fit in very well with our players, and you know, his attitude and effort day in and day out are what we're looking for, and made him a captain last week. Something he certainly earned to be a captain last week, and you know, you can count on him. He's going to do what he's supposed to do all the time, and be where he needs to be on the field, and making plays for us.
Perfect. And Tyrus is, I guess, Tyrus gives you some leadership qualities, I would say, in the middle of that defense. Also, he was all over the field, it seemed, making tackles for loss on Friday night. What did Tyrus give you Friday?
You know, I think Tyrus was very upset with the way the Alcoa game went too, and he was the one that led us all week in practice. And you know, he's our only returning starter on defense from last year's team, the only one. And you know, he feels the responsibility to lead that defense and to lead this football team. And you know, he's been really good for us all year. But even in the last couple of weeks, he's picked up his leadership and his effort, and I think guys are starting to follow.
Great. And last but not least, your quarterback debuted, or Zach got his first start, I guess you'd say, last week. Can we talk about his play, where he can grow in the game, and basically how we handled the big stage.
Well, I think he handled it quite well. Coach Ball's done a tremendous job tutoring Zach and getting him ready to go. And you know, some of the things we're doing with our schemes and our passing game fit Zach a little bit better, and he seems to be growing more and more comfortable with that. There's obviously things that he needs to improve on, but you know, we feel like that he gives us a little more. You know, we can be a little more two-dimensional there with the run and the pass,
Sure.
and with Zach in there. Very, very intelligent. He's a student of the game and wants to learn, and is willing to do what Coach Ball asks him to do, and study film and just prepare. Zach's another one that's always doing what he's supposed to do. His character's great. You can count on him in tough times, and he responded for us last week.
Great. Thanks, Coach. I appreciate you doing the rewind.